almost 1 year later, a nation transformed from a charnel house and its landscape of famine to the beginnings of normality and a demonstration of human resilience which none of us had expected. So that the assessments in this second report would have the widest possible base, I asked 2 French doctors who were here in the summer of 1979 to return with us. Also, one of the most experienced and respected relief agency firemen, Jim Howard, who began the Cambodia relief operation for Oxfam.
One is in the business in Oxfam of being in the tragedy world, and one sees an enormous amount of heartbreaking situations, but I don't think one has ever seen this situation. It was even beyond a war situation, and we've experienced those situations before. But here was a society that had basically destroyed itself. It had destroyed all its intelligentsia and the rest. It smashed all the links of a human society. What we saw were just disparate people, small groups of people moving around this country, starving mostly, with no organization, no proper sequence of events taking place, except this government here trying to grapple, a new government trying to grapple with those sort of human needs.
Jim, the response to the tragedy in Cambodia, particularly in Britain, was extraordinary.
Oh, surely. I mean, I think that the response itself, we've never seen such response, and I think this was because it touched the very depth of human compassion and human giving and human caring, really, that response. And I mean, that was unprecedented, even for us. But we've seen that aid come in all shapes and forms, from everything from pencils to footballs to food to seed to hose, everything. And we've seen an incredibly marked change for the better over these past months. Trucks, of course, have come in of foodstuffs and seeds. And there has been a substantial and a remarkable, one would nearly say a miraculous change of events.
From a city which last year stood virtually silent and still, as if in the wake of a nuclear war, Phnom Penh today has more than 100,000 people. Markets, schools, hospitals, traffic, 2 bus routes, telephones, electricity. The postal service has been reopened and a currency has been reintroduced. There is uncoerced labor, freedom of movement and freedom of worship. And there are weddings by the score, and a football team, and a jazz band. The city has a supply of fresh water again, thanks to British money and the work of a British engineer. A pharmaceuticals factory is opened, which means that ready-made drugs such as penicillin need not be imported. Some of the raw materials